Welcome to Things Top Notch Academy. So we're given this question to solve. We have 5 raised by this. So if you are given something like this, so what you do is to write solution. Then the next thing you do is to bring down what that was given, which is 5 raised by x multiplied by 25 raised by what? X minus 1, or divided by 125 what? X plus what? 1. So the next thing you do here is you find this one. This 5 is already in base. This is the base. Like I explained this earlier. If you want to know what is base and what is index, I explained it in my previous video. You can go there and watch it. It's there. So we have, what we do now is we make them of the same base. This is 5, this is 25, this is also 125, and they are not of the same base. So what you do is make them to be in the same base. Know that under 25 we have 5 raised by 2. 5 times 5 times 5 is what? 25, which is the same as what? 5 squared. When you are considering this is indices equation. This is indices. So that is 5 raised by 2. What do? We write here, repeat 5 raised by x, which is this that is here, then multiply by, then transform this to be this, which is what? 5 squared, then all brackets raised by what? X minus 1. Do you understand? So you must put this bracket, because if you just write this, it will just show that 5 raised by 2, then write x minus 1. Is very wrong, because here this 2 here is supposed to multiply what is outside. There is a lot of indices that explains this later. Now what you do here is you divide by, so coming to this 125, you remember that you can recall that 5 times 5 times what? 5 will give us 5 raised by 3, which is what? 125. So if we do the same here, we'll have 5 raised by 3, then all brackets x plus 1. That's what you do. That's the first thing you should do. So if you look at this, the whole of this now, you know that you need to apply the laws of indices. First, apply the power law of indices here. Applying the power law of indices. Applying the power law of indices. So if you apply the power law of indices here, we're going to have 5 raised by x, 5 raised by what? X, all multiplied by. So the one you're going to make use of, you apply the power law of indices here, the whole of this, where we have 5 raised by 2, all bracket what? X minus 1. This is where you apply the power law of indices, because I explained this in my previous video, why you should apply power law of indices here. So what you do now is 5 squared, 5 squared. You now see these 2 here multiply by what is outside, which is what? 5 raised by 2x. Then this same 2 will also multiply what is outside here, 2 minus what? 2. That's what we're going to have. So use whatever the power inside the bracket must multiply the power outside. So we're going to have 5 raised power 2x minus 2. Then that's for that. So down part 2, you need to apply the same power law of indices here. If you apply that now, we're going to have 5 raised by 3, all bracket x plus 1. So if you do the same thing you did for the other one, so you have 5 raised by 3 x plus, then doing this, so you have 3. You have all the 5 raised by 3x plus what? 3. That's what you're going to have. This one here, you apply the power law of indices. Then you look at this now, you see that the multiplication law of indices say that they must be of equal what? They must have equal bases. This is what is called base. So they must have equal base when it is in its index form. So this 5 raised by x is in index form. Then this is also in index form, raised by 2x minus 2. They are all in index forms. So, and there is multiplication sign that demarcates them. So that's the reason why you apply multiplication law of indices. So if you apply that here, you pick one of the base, which is this, pick one, add the powers, which is x plus 2x minus what? 2. So if you do that now, x plus 2x will now give us 5 raised power 3x, then minus what? 2. So that's what we're going to have there. So we'll have that this is equal to 5 raised power 3x minus what? 2, all divided by 5 raised power 3x plus 3. Do you understand? So that's what we're going to do there. That's what we're going to do. So the next thing you do here is you've applied. Oh, let me write it so that you say applying the multiplication law of indices. If you apply the multiplication law, that's when you have this thing is equals to 5 raised power 3x minus 2, all divided by 5 raised power 3x plus 3. Then in this case now we'll apply here. You notice that there's division sign and they have the same base. It's also explained in the division law of indices. So here we apply the division law of indices. Apply the division law of indices. So if you apply the division law of indices, then the division law says that they must have the same base. If they're in index form, they must have the same base, having this sign here. So division sign. So we collect one of the base. It means that 5 raised by 3x minus 2, all divided by 5 raised by 3x plus 3 will now give us, collect one of the base, which is 5. They are the same. So this will go up. This needs to go up. You have 3x minus 2. This going up, we have minus 3x. Then this also need to go up to have minus what? 3. So if you look at this now, you agree with me that this can go against this because this is having positive, this is having negative. So we'll be left with this is equals to, this now implies that you can write, this implies that 5 raised power x multiplied by 25 raised power x minus 1 all over 125 x plus 1 is equals to, which is what is given there, is equals to this, which is 5. Then this has cancelled already, remaining minus 2 minus 3. When you are owing 2 and you're also owing 3, that means adding them together, you're owing 5. So that means we're having minus what? 5. So here now, we're having 5 raised by minus 5. We have 1 all over. This is what we call the negative index law of indices. Negative index law of indices is what we're going to apply here. We have 1 all over this, 5 raised power 5. 5 raised power 5. This is the same as 1 all over. Then 5 raised power 5 is what? That means we are having 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by what? 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. 125 times 5 is 625. 625 times 5 is a 625 times 5. This go against, this is this, you have 5, carry 2. This will have 10 plus 2 is 2, 12, carry 1. This times this is 30, 30 plus this is 31. So that is, we're having, so the answer here now will be 3125. So that's the answer. So this is the answer. This is your final answer.